What's up, everyone? Well, I'm just enjoying some morning coffee here in the trailer, and I hope you're enjoying the videos here from King of the Hammers. We got pulled over in the last video, and most of you guys like that. Some people said I should grow up and act my age, and well, that sounds pretty lame. So that's not gonna happen. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, you guys. But anyways, today's video is a little different. I wanted to show you a very special rig that we've got up for auction at TrailBid.com. It's none other than Brian, my really good buddy, Off-Grid Backcountry Adventures V8 Tundra. If you guys remember on the channel, back in 2019 when I first went full-time on the road, we met up with Jason and did a walkthrough of his V8 Tundra with a four-wheel camper. We also did a walkthrough of Zane and Brian's Tundra with an Overland camper. And I've seen a lot of people over the years running these first generation Tundras because they're like the same size as a new Tacoma, but instead of having a V6, they got a V8 in it. That paired with the fact that they're a little bit of an older vehicle, they're just a killer deal these days. So I wanted to get this video posted today because tomorrow the auction for Brian's V8 Tundra on TrailBid.com ends, and you could be the next owner of it. So let's check in with Brian and show you guys this rig.
So what we got here is a 2006 Toyota Tundra. The 2006 and the 2005 had a 5-inch deeper bed in these trucks, and so I think this would be a great platform for someone who wants to build like a really cool truck camping rig. And you got plenty of space in there to work with. Also too, the bed back here, it's rhino lined, and so it's all waterproofed and all that stuff. So what I wanted to do today though is that we're going to go ahead and get this up on trailbid.com, and the reserve price is going to be $10,500. Reason being is it does have a salvage title, and I was deceived from that when I bought it from the previous person. That's why I'm just getting rid of it. I went ahead and got the tune for the Tacoma. I'm just going to rock that truck going forward. So this Tundra here, it's available for sale, 162,000 miles. It's got the legendary 4.7 liter V8 in there. These are dubbed the million-mile drivetrain, so very reliable vehicle. I did have Findlay Toyota, which up in Flagstaff, they went entirely through the rig, got the steering all squared away, got a few other things taken care of, and it's ready for the next owner. It does pull to the right just because the front passenger tire is shot, so it needs new tires. But I thought, well, the next person who gets this will probably want to put on their own tires, and what if I got like BF Goodwrench KO2s or something else and people didn't like them? So that's why I didn't put new tires on there. But you'll need to get new tires for this in order for it to drive completely straight. I do have all the paperwork showing the alignment is 100% dialed in, and then also the service that we perform. So I'll include that in the trailbid.com images so you can check those out. But let's go over the upgrades as far as off-road upgrades for the truck, and then we can go into the interior, and then also we'll end up by talking about what I think needs to be fixed on it. So right off the bat, we've got Method wheels. Those are 18-inch wheels. We've got Camberg upper control arms right here. And then we've got the Fox shocks with the reservoir for the shocks for the front suspension here. So good setup. The Fox was very well known, very reliable. Same with Camberg. And you can't go wrong with that stuff. As far as the front bumper concerned, I think this is brute force fab. I'll have to double check. You've got a 12,000 pound worn winch right there in the front section. There are some more of these rings, which I'll be including into the sale, but I just don't have them on the front here. You've also got these lights. So you got some fog lights that are dialed in. Got a snorkel for better air intake, and then also for going through deep, any sort of deep water or stuff like that. Got some sliders here. I don't know what brand these are. I'm gonna see if I can find out, but good looking sliders. Also nice little step up into the truck. And then on the rear, we've got a brute force fab bumper with the swing out, has a tire carrier, and then also jerry can carrier. There's a little bar that goes across here that you can holds that down. Also, there's a fold down table from here, so it's real nice. If you have a truck camping setup, you can hop out of here, use this tailgate as kind of like your area to prep food, and then cook it right here, which is awesome. The topper here is Lear, and oh, in the rear here, I want to show you, we've got the Deaver heavy duty leaf springs right there, and then also airbags. Now the airbags are inflated in the back here with those little inserts right there, so that's how you would inflate them. And then the rear, they've also got these lights, but those aren't wired in right now. You have to wire those and connect them to a power source. So that's what's on the exterior of the truck. Let's look at the interior of the cab. So coming up here, got the driver's side door. I haven't gone through and shampooed this out yet though, but I'm going to go through. I'm going to shampoo all the carpets and the seats and all that stuff, as well as these things. Get them all real nice and clean looking and looking like new. But here's the front panel. Here's the driver entrance. Step up into the vehicle. There are a couple worn areas underneath here. You've got that worn area, and then you've got this worn area right here. So a little bit on the, but that's covered up. What I would do is I'd use the weather guards in the front, just like you've got in the back here. Those types that go all the way across, and they've got that little tray in it. Those would be ideal. So also coming up here, a little bit of damage. I've got this on my Tacoma too. Just, you got to think it's a 20-year-old vehicle, so getting in and out of the rig, you know, it's going to have some wear and tear there. What you thinking there, little Meadow? And then looking at the steering wheel and dash in there. Do have an upgraded stereo system. It's a Pioneer, which Bluetooth with your phone, and then it's really easy to make calls and play music and stuff like that. And then down on the floorboard there, then I noticed my dog jumped up here, so you'll notice there's a few brown spots, but those wipe off pretty easy, so I'm gonna just go through and vacuum that. She just got up in here. Same with this, she got up on here. There's a little bit of dust. So, but here's looking back at the seats. As far as looking up here on the sun visors, your center part there, and over to passenger side. And here's the seats. Looking in the back seat here, plenty of space. It's kind of awesome. The back window there, that comes all the way down, so you've got a little window deal here where you can have it go up and down. That's nice for being able to access the back. If you ever want to make a pass through going into the back of the topper, you could, and just get one of those little gaskets that goes around the back there, so it makes it somewhat airtight. Let's go in the back here. One of the things that's missing is the little cover here for the little side trash can area. So that's easily replaced. So here's looking in the back seat area, what this looks like. All of this folds down and folds flat, which is nice. You've got the SoundStream DVD players in the back. So people that are riding in the back here, if they want, they could have some entertainment, watch a DVD on a road trip. Here are the cup holders. There's a deal that I have, it's for dogs, and it clips into this here. Then it comes back and it kind of protects the back seat and goes down. So that'll be included with the vehicle sale as well. And that's about it. And then looking over on that side there, that's what that door looks like. So that's the interior. And then the things that I would do different with this truck, what I was planning on doing was putting fender flares on both sides, kind of like what I have here with these bushwhackers. So I do it in the front and the back. And reason being is that if you look at the tires here, the tires stick out just a tad bit more. And so the dirt can kind of get up here and get thrown up from mud and grime and whatever from the tires. So if you had something that was on here that matched up with this, like a bushwhacker that came over, cover that up. Here's the front quarter panel. Something happened to this one. I don't know exactly what the previous owner was doing, but he welded something back on here on the bottom. But what I was going to do is just line X the entire truck, because if you look at the hood here, it's oxidized like crazy. These clear coats come off after a while. And for a 20-year-old rig, you're not going to find many that have like perfect paint unless they're just garaged the entire time. So I'd line X the entire truck, and then you wouldn't have to worry about any of the paint ever again. Because one of the things over here on the passenger side is there's what looks to be like a cracked paint, and so line X would cover that right up, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. I was also going to take these side bumper things off and do that, and then I was probably going to switch out the mirrors as well and get different mirrors on there. Just get new ones, because those after a while they just get all faded and everything. And then it also needs new windshield wipers. So tires, windshield wipers, Line-X the whole thing. Put bushwhacker bump outs on there. Probably get some new headlamps too, because these look all kind of old and faded. Because you know how those headlamps can be after a while. They get kind of like that cloudiness to them. So that's why I switched out the ones on my Tacoma. But do that, and then I think you'd be dialed. I mean, I don't think there'd be a whole lot more to do. Because you know it's got the bones for a real good overland vehicle. It just needs those extra things put on there, and then I think it would look really, really, really solid. And if you got any rigs that are available for sale, anything that gets you to outdoors, whether it's a camper, check out TrailBid.com. If you're looking to sell a rig, any sort of adventure rig, whether it's a camper or a truck or an expedition vehicle or a motorcycle or ATV, whatever, you know, you can sell it on there, and it's free for you to list it. It doesn't cost you anything. So I'm excited to be a part of this venture. I always love working with Phil on stuff. And we think this is going to be a really great resource for like a one-stop shop for people that are looking for anything related to going outdoors with motorized vehicles. So thank you to TrailBid.com for collaborating with this video. I think it's an excellent idea to have this database for all these adventure rigs in one spot for people to buy. And then also if you want to sell your rig, you can get on there and do so. It doesn't cost anything to place the ad. So links are in the video description below if you want to put your rig up for sale or if you want to check out what's available on the website.
Oh, there it is, you guys. Brian's V8 Tundra. Like I said, today and tomorrow are your last chances to potentially be the new owner of this iconic Overland rig. So check it out at the link below, and make sure to sign up on trailbid.com. Join the community. Check out the rigs we got up for auction. If you've got one for sale, we'd love to have it up there. And thank you guys for your support. It's been really fun launching this site. Want to thank Brian again for your support with TrailBid, letting the community know, and yeah, just helping us get the word out there. Really appreciate it, man. And hoping that you get everything you want out of the Tundra. So let's see what happens in the next couple days, you guys. Go place your bid if you like this rig. Comment below what you think of it. Click the like if you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one. Wrapping up, King of the Hammers. The only question is, are you down to mob?